So the question's talking about a circle with equation x squared plus y squared is 16, and we then translate that circle by the column vector 3, 0 to give a new circle B, which we've got to draw a sketch of. First thing to do is to talk about, in general, what the equation of a circle can tell us. So in general, an equation of a circle will look like this: equals r squared. And from that equation we can say that the centre of the circle will be just the point A, B, and the radius will be r. Now in our case here we've got this equation, x squared plus y squared equals 16. Now 16 is 4 squared, of course, so we can say straight away that the radius of our circle is going to be 4. X is the same as x minus 0, and y is the same as y minus 0. So we can also say that the centre of the circle is the point 0, 0. So we're looking at a circle with the centre on the origin of the coordinate axes and with a radius of 4. So it should be fairly straightforward to draw this. And this is circle C, remember. We're going to have to translate it in a minute to find what circle B looks like. But if we start with circle C, so here's, in fact before I do that, it might be easier to draw a sketch of the circle. So it's a circle. I'll try and do it as much as I can like a circle. So not great, but looks a little bit looks a bit like that. Okay, and I'll try and put my axes in. So the centre's in the at the origin, so we're going to have a line going down like that, and then we're going to have a line going across. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, I'll leave it like that. That's x and that's y. So the centre is at 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, it's got a radius of 4. That means at that point there is going to be 0, 4. That point there is going to be 0, minus 4. That point there is going to be 4, 0. And that point there is going to be minus 4, 0. Now the question tells us that we want to translate, and this is circle C. It tells us we want to translate C by the column vector 3, 0. Now what does that mean? Well, a column vector has x at the top, y at the bottom, and the values tell us how much each of the points on the original shape, how much they change by when they're translated by that vector. So what it's telling us here is that all of our x values that are on the line that's this circle are all going to increase by 3, so they're going to move 3 to the right. The y values are not going to change at all. So the circle's not going to move up or down, it's just going to move horizontally across by 3 to the right. And if we draw that, that should tell us what the circle B looks like. Now, before putting the axes in, I'll draw it freehand because I think it might be a little bit easier. Not great, but something like that. And I'll try and put the axes on now. It's going to go down, whoops, like that, and across something like that. Again, I've gone slightly wonky, but we should get the idea. Now, So the centre's moved from 0, 0 and it's moved 3 to the right. So the centre's now going to be 3, 0. This point here, which used to be 4, 0, is now going to be 7, 0. And this point here, which used to be minus 4, 0, is going to move across. It's now going to be minus 1, 0. And that's what our new circle B looks like. I haven't drawn it great because it's supposed to be the same size as the original circle. If we wanted to, the question doesn't ask us for this, but if we wanted to, we could find these points here where it crosses over the y-axis, because we actually know what the equation of this circle will be. Remember, in general, the equation of a circle is x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared, where the centre is the point AB. Well, the centre of our circle here is the point 3, 0. So the centre is 3, 0. So we're going to have x minus 3 all squared plus y minus nothing squared equals, and it's going to be 16 again, because the radius is still 4, because the circle hasn't changed in size. It's just been translated or moved 3 to the right. Now, how can we find what the y values are where the circle crosses over with the y-axis? Well, we just put x equals 0 in there. So if we put x equals 0 in, we get 9 plus y squared equals 16. So y squared is going to equal 7. So y is going to equal plus or minus root 7. So that there is going to be the point 0, root 7. And that there is going to be the point 0, minus root 7. Okay. But like I said, you don't have to put those points in, but you do have to put the point 7, 0 and minus 1, 0 in, because it does ask for the points of intersection with the x-axis. And we have to label the coordinates of the centre of circle B, and we've done that. The centre is at 3, 0. It used to be at 0, 0, but it's moved 3 to the right, or 3 in the x direction, because of this translation vector which we're applying onto circle C. As I said, my pictures are not great. Remember, circle B should actually be the same size as circle C.